Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Minecraft. Today what we're going to do is we're going to start work on some fully automatic crop farms at the spawn point. And it should, depending on how much we get done today, be a somewhat entertaining episode because I think what we're going to end up doing is capturing some villagers. So hopefully we can get that done today, but before we can do that I need to collect some items so we can start building it. And it's going to be 3 levels. There's going to be the same stuff that's at my crop farm here. It's going to be wheat, carrots, and potatoes. And I've got a slime somewhere. And I'm not terribly worried about these guys. But yeah, it'll be wheat, carrots and potatoes. And you might notice this thing. This is from when I had to change all my elevators, and I hooked up a thing to make it so that these lights would work their way up as items moved up the droppers. So I put a bunch of stuff in there before, and I'm just kind of waiting for it all to sort through. And it looked like actually nothing's draining out of there, so there might be a problem. So I might have to fix that, but I'm not terribly worried about that right now. Oh, we got a lot of slime from that. So yeah, I'm just here to pick up some items and primarily some building blocks. We don't have much of this, but we'll need it. Probably all of it. We'll pick up some of this. Probably we'll just pick up a bunch. And maybe some dirt for scaffolding. And I think we'll need a bucket. Those both have lava. We might just make a bucket when we get there. But for now, I think that'll do it. I think we're just going to get the main structure out of the way for today. And it might not end up being the prettiest building, at least not at first. But it's going to be pretty big, hopefully. And the way it's going to work is we're going to capture some villagers, 3 villagers to be exact. And we're going to have villagers constantly harvesting the crops. And what we're going to do is we're going to fill their inventory up. For the wheat one, we'll fill them up with seeds. And then for the carrots, we'll just give them a full inventory of carrots. And then same with the potatoes, so that when they harvest them, they can only pick up 1, but then the other 3 will stay laying there, and then a minecart running underneath will pick them all up, kind of like what it does for my tree farm. So that should make it, hopefully, so that we never have to actually farm anything, and there will always be crops and food at the spawn point. And that's a definite should if it works. I've never actually built one that way, but I've seen it done before, so I'm hoping that I can get it to work and that we can capture some villagers, but we also have to find a spot to put it. So we'll work our way to the spawn point, and I think I'm going to cut because this is a long way from here. So I'll see you in just a second. Alright, so we are at the spawn point, and I think I've chosen the spot. We can't build too far this way because I think this is going to be Tom's area for construction. I don't know if he's going to build a house or if he's going to build more of a train station. He hasn't been on in a while because he's been busy getting married, so hopefully he'll start playing again pretty soon here. But yeah, so I don't want to mess too much with the area right around here with this pond and stuff. But I think to this direction, we're pretty much safe to build. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to find a somewhat flat spot over here. Maybe we'll just end up leveling this out, and it shouldn't really need to be all that big, all that large, because it's going to be fully automatic and crops really grow pretty easy. So I think we'll probably end up building it probably here. See if I can get it in line with something. Yeah, I think for now we'll just let's see, there's no path over here, but we can easily build one. So I think we'll probably have the entrance be here-ish. So maybe we'll put just some markers down. And how big across? I haven't actually designed this thing, so we're going to be kind of free designing as we go. So yeah, you guys can kind of see my process and how not prepared I frequently am for these sorts of things. So I think we'll probably make it so there's, see, it needs to be an odd number so that we can put a door in the middle. So I guess we'll go maybe 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So maybe we'll put this here. Let me just double check. Thought I saw a zombie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Then we need to go 11 that direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And that's already there, so we need to go one more for our pillar. Put that there. Maybe I should go make a shovel for this. We're not making too bad a time here. I'll go ahead and cut here, and then see you guys after I've leveled this out a little bit more. So, see you in just a second. Okay guys, so we've got our area figured out here. And what this bottom floor is actually going to be, it's going to be 4 floors high. And what this bottom floor is going to be is it's actually going to be the room filled with chests that are going to be storing our items. And I think what I'm going to do, and this is going to be ridiculous, but I'm going to have this wall be maybe carrots, this wall be wheat, and this wall be potatoes. And it'll be probably 4 high and then just packed with double chests. And honestly, if that ever fills up, we should never run out of food, ever. So there should never be any reason for anybody to not have food on the server. And I honestly don't know that it would ever fill up, but I mean, since it's on at the spawn point, really these chunks should never unload, so it should be running pretty much all the time. So I'm not sure if that's exactly true or not, but yeah, if it is, great. We're never gonna have a food problem ever again on the server. Not that I know that there is one now, but I mean, if we get anybody new or if anybody's just hanging out here building and they need food, there'll be food here for them. So let's just put a block down for where the door is going to be. 2, 3, 4, 5. So right here should be the center point. Yep. Alright, so what we're going to do is I think we're going to get the basic structure down as far as where the floors are going to be. So let me get my sword where I want it. We're going to put, let's see, I said 4 high, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the ceiling. And then what we need to do is we need to make, so there'll be a minecart rail going on this. So that's a level. And then there's a level for the dirt, and this will also have the water. And I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do the water yet with the minecart running underneath it. But then we need another 2 for the villagers. So 1, 2, and then the ceiling. So and again, we've got our minecart layer. Actually, that's not right. Let me just count this out again. So we've got our minecart layer, and then a block for the minecart to run, then dirt, and then 2 for the villager, and then ceiling. And then we do that all again. So we've got our minecart layer, an area for the minecart to run in, dirt, 2 for the villager, and then ceiling. So that's, looks like 2 layers, so we need 1 more. So we've got minecart, dirt, and then 2 for the villager, and then ceiling. And I'm not sure how we're going to do the ceiling, but we'll just put this here for now. And then we'll grab our sword. We might be able to hit that water, so we're going to give it a shot. Do I have... Yes. Okay, we're going to try to hit that water, but just in case... Yeah, we're not going to hit it. In case you didn't know, when you fall, if you block with your sword, and this will probably be changing in 1.9, but if you block with your sword, it lessens the damage that you take. And also I've got feather falling boots, so I wouldn't recommend jumping from that height. But it actually looks like every level is 4 blocks high, which kind of works out nicely. But we'll go ahead and build the rest here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think, well, I'll go ahead and do this in a time lapse. I haven't done a time lapse in a while, so I'll do a time lapse for this and see you in just a minute. Alright guys, so we have got all 3 of the crop layers done, and then obviously the bottom layer is just done because it's the ground. So now what we need to do, and depending on how long this takes, this might be the last thing we do for tonight's episode, but what we need to do is we need to go capture at least 2 villagers. And I say 2 because then we can breed them and maybe get a 3rd. But it'd be better probably just to get 3, because then we'll know that they're farmer villagers and that they can, they can harvest the crops the way we need to. So yeah, so we're gonna try to get down from here without killing ourselves again. And yeah, so and then we'll head over to the village and try to capture some villagers. And I think I'll probably sleep before that too. So let's give this a shot. Nope, we're not going to make it. Alright, so we'll head over to the... I don't even know. I think the Civic Center is what he calls it. But I guess it's kind of our home away from home. So I'm not sure if I've ever taken you guys to the village or not. But it's close enough that it's kind of the reason that I put this here. The spawn point here. It's close enough that we can go there if we need to for whatever, and it was really nice to have it there early on because we could get food from the village. But it's also good that it's close because we can take villagers from there, and obviously that's where I got the villagers for the big iron farm that I built. So we'll head over in that direction. Alright, so we're at the village, and now we got to figure out the best way to harvest these guys. And it looks like we've got 3 farmers right here. 4 well, 2 for sure, I guess. And it looks like they're just throwing bread at each other. So let's see. Man, that's a lot of bread. Now let's see if he is... Shepherd is what he is. What are you? I think we want a shepherd. I think shepherd's the kind that we need. I think this guy's a maybe a blacksmith or something? A butcher. I'm pretty sure shepherd is what we need. I have no idea what we need. This guy looks exactly like this guy. Let me look it up real quick, and I will be right back in a second. Alright guys, so I am definitely sure now that this guy will do what we need him to. So we're gonna push him onto the rail here, and hopefully when we do this, he flies away. Then we'll grab this, and ideally he won't be able to go anywhere. So we'll grab another one of these guys. Actually, here we go. And we'll take him away. And hopefully we got one more. So let's grab this guy. Crap. What about you? Let's get you out of here. And villagers can be a particular pain to wrangle because they kind of move wherever they want, and you can't use leads to wrangle them as far as I know. So we gotta just kind of push them along and try not to push them in water, and try not to let them go in houses, and eventually they just kind of run away sometimes. So this guy seems to be cooperating pretty well, so we're just gonna keep kind of shoving him along. And we'll hijack him, and then we'll take mine. And ooh man, I don't know why he's bouncing back. I am not sure how I'm going to get them from my train station to the crop farm. And once I get them there, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them there. So we might have to make a gate, or... oh crap. I know what happened. And that's not good. Hopefully they will run into my minecart that I jumped out of and stop. That would be ideal. Doesn't look like that's what happened. I would imagine at least one should come back. Yep, here he comes. 1, 2. This guy's purple. I don't... I wonder... I wonder if... the minecart went back and the purple guy was standing on the rail. Sorry, I kind of had a brain fart there. But what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this rail and we're going to put this here. We're going to grab you. He's stopped and that is okay. Alright, did they all get off? It kind of looks that way. So let's go get this guy back where he needs to be. See, and this is why I said if we have time, we'll do it. And if we run out of time, then this might be the last thing we do. So he should be okay to go back on his own, but I don't have a minecart. So we're going to follow him. Alright, so what are we going to do with you? Nope, don't follow me. Crap. Go back inside, please. This is what we're going... I think they just bred. So what are we going to do with them? I might just leave them in my train station for now, actually, because I think the easiest way is going to be to minecart them over here. And I'm not currently equipped to do that. So I'm sorry if this is a shorter one. I actually don't have my timer running, so I'm not sure how long I've been going. But I think we're gonna cut there because, like I said, I'm not currently equipped to make a minecart rail to bring them all the way over there. But I'll have to figure that out, and maybe next time I'll have a little bit more of this done and we can move forward with our plans here. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.